swamp rats? You say
Is that like the human default, you think?
What, going back into nature and becoming
guerrilla
monkey?
warfare.
Yes, returning to monkey. Yes, literal guerrilla warfare.
You think that's why they call it guerrilla warfare?
Yes, because, well, that, and I think that the blacks did it first. You know, like in the, in like the gang violence in the 90s and the LA riots and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's, you can look that up.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'll look that up later.
Yeah, go ahead and take, if you don't believe me, don't take anything that I say as like actual fact, but I'm like pretty sure.
I think I'd like to quote my vice president, JD Vance, here and saying, I was told we weren't fact checking.
Yes, okay, true. Also, it's important to distinction here between gorillas and monkeys. Those are two very different things.
Yeah.
And
if you were someone being racisted at, if you were a victim of racism, would you rather be called a monkey or gorilla?
Monkeys are smart and like agile and cool.
But gorillas are big
and beefy and
like,
tough.
Yeah.
Probably a monkey because like gorillas like imply a scary side, and I don't want to be intimidating. I think that would hurt my chances of being like taken seriously.
See, this is how I know you'd be a guy. If like everyone was made a slave, you'd be in the house. This is how I know you'd be in the house.
Yeah, welcome to AnythingCast. I'm Patrick, I'm a house guy.
A house slave. You can say a house slave.
I'm a house wigger. That's all it is.
Yeah, I'm a field worker for sure.
Yeah,
I'd be out there with my field brothers.
Will is a field wigger, and I'm a house wigger. When we're putting the wiggers into camps, and when it finally happens. Let's just go up front and say basically every Mississippian is in at least some capacity a wigger.
Sure.
Therefore, you'll be a field wigger and I will be a house wigger. I can't wait to be able to, just like in the Django movie, shave.
Yeah, we're going to all judge you. We're going to all be like, man, that dude in the fucking house.
Yeah, and I get to shave Elon Musk's face with a straight razor outside, and then I do that.
And you'll be like, and you'll be telling people like, I saw that one guy in the field.
Do the voice. I
saw that one guy in the field.
That's pretty close. You got to throw in a new Lordy in there, but yeah.
Oh Lord.
Do we turn back into like Mississippian, like the Dixie guys?
Yeah, this is neo-feudalism.
Yeah, when whites turn back into slaves, we just get that Dixie Southerner voice.
They come to us and they're like, yeah, you're required to have the Dixie voice or the drones will shoot you.
Right.
They're programmed to shoot anyone without a Dixie voice.
I'm cleaning Elon Musk's face with a straight razor, and then I'm like, ooh, Lord, this summer heat is giving me the wilters. Like, it's just like fanning myself.
Simply wilting.
What do you think, Master Elon? And he'd just be like, oh, well, I think that the weather down here is actually terrible.
We'd be like trying to cool down data centers.
Yeah, we'd be blowing fans at data centers, and waving fans at data centers like they're like the Roman kings.
Yeah. Maybe spitting in them to give them like water. I don't know.
Yeah. It's a field of people fanning databases and spitting on them. Just like and when you run out of spit, they come by with the whip. They've got the guy with with the Bible like stapled to all of his clothing.
Your lips ain't dry yet.
Yeah, I see them. Lick your lips, boy. Lick them lips. Whoosh, whoosh.
I know you can get better loogies than that.
Oh God. Yep, I know you can do better than that, boy.
What's that you say? You're sick? Oh, that just means you'll get extra spit out there.
Yeah, he's like, you sick? Oh, hell no, you ain't sick. He just like grabs your ankles and like ties you off, and then like they see you like he drags you into a shed and he just slams the door, and that's the last you ever see from the guy.
Yeah.
And then the next day, his body's hanging upside down from like a hook somewhere.
His blood's being used as like...
as another thing to throw. They put him above the racks. Yeah. His blood is being used to cool the data center. Yeah, and eventually the field just turns into that, and it becomes like 40K, where they're just bringing more and more people and sacrificing.
I got back into 40K, by the way.
Did you?
I've been so depressed and sad over all this fascism. I'm like, hey, at least I can also read about it. And be slightly happier.
You can.
At least I can cathartically.
Well, that's why like Donald Trump has all those pictures of him as like the emperor of mankind too. Like no one's even trying to hide that. They're just like, yeah, I know what he is, but the Emperor of Mankind's cool. Are you playing games or are you reading about it?
Just reading. I'm reading the book called Xenos.
I've heard that the new lore fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at anything new.
I've been keeping up with a lot of YouTubers, and they have the book now where the Adeptus Astartes Codex now mentions like a female Adeptus lady.
Whatever.
And,
yeah, we all knew it was going to happen eventually.
Yeah. Do you think that like they're going to start?
I'm not going to be mad over muscle mommies.
I'm not either, but I'm going to be mad over
the female Astarte porn is going to be fucking great. Like they already got female custody porn, and it's amazing.
I've already seen female Astarte porn, and I don't know if I like it.
But it's only going to get better now that it's canon.
Yeah, but Battle Sisters of Battle are like already cool as hell and sexy.
Okay,
and
they can still be a thing.
I know. I just think like you're taking that away from them if you like make female Space Marines.
You're taking what away from them?
You're taking away the fact that they're like the coolest female badasses in the world in the setting.
They already got that taken away from them. There's female custodies.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true now, isn't there?
And like there's female like Astra Militarum and female like
I should start
priest.
I should start a Custodes army and paint them all pink.
Yeah.
And like put like, stars on them and stuff.
Yeah.
And like, put little cursive C's on them. So
they're the most
cute.
affordable army, hilariously.
They really, because you only need 8 of them to play the game.
Yeah.
They're just 8 miniatures and you've got there's your Custodes. Are they as strong as like a Titan in the game?
They're supposed
structurally?
No, I don't think so, but they're supposed to be like, at least lore wise, able to go like 1v 1,000 people.
Really? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
But like hilariously,
they're psychers, aren't they? Or are they the opposite of psychers?
No, they're just peak human. You're thinking of the Sisters of Silence.
I'm thinking of the thing where
who are all blanks.
I'm thinking of the thing where like an Eldar made it into Terra.
You're talking about like a Harlequin.
Yeah, they make it into Terra, and then they say something about the Custodes where like they're so. Is it that they're so absent-minded that they can't be corrupted by chaos or something?
I don't know. I've not read that book, but I know the Sisters of Silence are blanks and they work closely with the Custodes.
Okay, that might be what I'm remembering. In my opinion, personally, visually, I think the Sisters of Battle and the Adeptus Mechanicus are the coolest looking armies.
I think if they're going to go the way of like adding like female Custodes, female Space Marines, whatever. I don't care about that. I do think if you're going to do that, you got to start adding Brothers of Silence.
Right. Should they be ugly? Should the Space Marine women be ugly? Like,
well, yeah, they should all be ugly. Like,
should they all be arm hair is what I'm asking. And then, the others can be heels.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm fine with it.
Yeah. I could see.
Like, I think a lot of people, like, number one, everything we see, according to lore, like as far as like the media is concerned with 40K, is propaganda.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
So like all the beautiful like Astra Militarum, all the fucking salty tech priest women, hell, even that image of the Emperor of Man on the fucking throne, that's just
technically propaganda.
It's nonsense.
Yeah, technically propaganda. Completely.
So like we're looking at like in real life, a fucking Space Marine would be one of the ugliest sons of bitches you ever seen.
Yeah.
Like a soldier from the Astra Militarum would look something like that guy out of fucking what was that movie with the bugs?
Space Troopers.
Yeah.
Starship Troopers.
He would like look like that guy with like just a torso.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like fucking like it would not be anything.
Would you have signed up to be in the military in that movie, in that setting, in the Starship Troopers setting?
In that setting?
Because that's...
Probably, because they do a lot to make it seem like a great idea.
Yeah, they even have like the kid come out and say, I'm doing my part.
And like, me knowing who I am, I'd probably want to be a voting citizen.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like that's a thing in that book, right?
But
is that
in that book, it's not so much that like... they're doing that, but they're still facing rebellion and stuff.
Do you think
that's like the whole point of like why Ringo was trained? Like they don't fight bugs first off in the book; they're fighting human rebel planets.
Yeah.
I guess I'd hope I'd be one of the rebels, even though I know I'd die.
Do you think that they fuck any of the bugs? Like, do you think that there's?
I think there's probably a sick human somewhere there.
Somewhere that's got one tied up.
Well, yeah, like the scientist probably was like, you know what? I've been sticking this stick up its ass.
They do the Pulp Fiction scene where they've got them tied up in the basement
stick.
and like poked over.
Yeah, the one of them brain bugs.
Yeah. It's got one of the brain bugs down in the basement. They let the gimp out of like the case.
I want to say it's like not one of the. I think like there's like a lot like you can't fuck the bugs, but then one scientist. Like everyone goes home. He's like working on paperwork late at night.
Right.
His wife hasn't slept with him for 3 weeks.
3 years.
Yeah. He's in a loveless marriage at this point. And like all of it, like because she's like, look, you spend too much time at work. I don't like it. And he's like, well, I have to fucking solve the bug crisis. And anyways, it's a big argument in their household.
Right. They start screaming and throwing things at each other. He slams the door down to his attic.
The kids are like looking through the stair thing.
And then he slams the door to the basement and goes downstairs. He opens a drawer. It's like a baby brain bug. He's like, God damn it.
I was going to say, like, he sees the big one and he's just like, you know what? These bugs have fucking ruined my life. I'm going to ruin this one.
Okay, yeah. He's got one under his house.
I was going to say in the lab. In his lab. Everyone's gone home. It's late at night.
Okay.
He's stuck at work again.
And he's just testing this one thing. That would be like fucking the Rachni from Mass Effect. It would just be it'd be a very strange position to find yourself in. Okay, wait. Also, additionally, if we make him like one of the psychics and he can like actually talk to the brain bug.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they like start having a relationship and then it becomes like not a Beauty and the Beast, but it's a will they, won't they story where you can't tell if the brain bug is trying to manipulate him and if like he's an unreliable narrator or if like this thing's like taking over
the last scene is him going into one of the bug tunnels, but that's where it cuts.
Yeah, that just cuts to that and then you're like, okay, so did he get brainwashed or like what?
Did he get eaten?
What happened? Like, and then you have to have the bug like try to convince him that there's a way that he can help them that would help both of them.
Yeah.
Like he's like, look, we're only doing this like because
we just want peace.
Yeah, we want to go home, you know, like something like that where we can't get home. We're from another place like the Tyranids. They're like, we just can't find our way home, bro. You're so smart. You can help us get home.
Yeah.
And you've got to give the brain bug like the voice of like a 16-year-old girl, like with like giant tits.
Yeah. Or a very old wise guy.
A very old, no, because he needs to want to fuck it.
No, well, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he has to like want to fuck it, and then it has to be weird, so we make it 16. Like it has to be like one of those things where you're like, I don't know if it's manipulating him and he's a pedophile. Like you get a lot out of that, and then like he goes into the tunnel, and then the sequel to that movie is one of the kids. Like movie starts, kids watching the parents fight like on the stairwell. He slams the door, goes down there. The wife goes into the kitchen, pours herself like a glass of whiskey and just drinks herself. She falls asleep on the table.
Yeah.
And the boy and his sister like go upstairs and they're like playing with toys and everything. And he's like playing being a soldier. And then like 10 years later.
Oh, okay. It's just like follows the boy.
Yeah. And then the boy's like in the military. He's like, I got to find my dad. You know, like this whole thing is just I signed up for like for front row infantry.
Front line,
yeah, so that I can go out here and find my dad. And I know that he disappeared on this planet somewhere.
Yeah,
like the last drone shot of him is here, and he could only get so far. And then he has to like go into the bug tunnels.
This whole time, like he's like, my dad's not a traitor, but everyone's like, he went with the bugs.
Yeah, exactly.
He went with the bugs.
Exactly. He's like this hated dude that they make fun of him. They put soap in socks and they hit him like in Full Metal Jacket. They bully him.
They like put bugs on him. And they're like, hey,
found
your wife.
Yeah, found your family outside. They like put worms on him.
They're crushing some cockroaches.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, they put dead cockroaches all over him in his bed. Yeah. And then his sister like sends him videos where she's like, "You've got to come home, like mom's distraught. The drinking's getting worse." And then like he's out there on the front lines one day and he gets a letter. It's like, your mom died. Like, you know, she drank too much and now your sister's alone. And there's some random dude you don't know who's like, quote unquote, taking care of her new boyfriend. And then you're like, oh God, should I go home or should I stay here? And then that's when he gets like, he's like sitting at the computer looking through the drone footage.
Oh, he gets a mystery letter.
Yeah. He gets like an email while he's looking through the drone footage. It's like from Anonymous.
Yeah, follow the white worm.
Yeah, instead of follow the white rabbit, follow the white worm. Yeah, that's hard to say. Follow the white worm.
White worm.
Yeah. And then, he goes outside, and there's like a white worm on the ground that like digs into the ground.
The more you say it, the less it sounds real. Worm no longer sounds like a real word.
Yeah, it's true. And then like he follows it to like a cave, and then like his two friend characters, like his sidekick and like his love interest, are like, "What the fuck are you doing out here, man?" And he's like, "I think my dad's in here," and they're like, "Well, we're not."
Hole. It was made for me.
It was made for me. Yeah, exactly. I feel it. He's in there. I can hear my dad. And then they're like, "Well, you're not going in there alone." And then they go in there,
and the movie cuts there too.
Yeah, the movie cuts to black.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Third movie. kids watching from the stairwell, right?
It's his sister.
Yeah, it's his sister. She goes upstairs. He leaves and goes to the military. She gets like a shitty factory job making stuff for the military, and like her mom's drinking is getting worse and worse. There's this guy that she's falling in love with, and like things are gonna go really great, but there's also this real big
he gets
asshole.
Drafted.
Yeah. There's this really big asshole at work that's her boss.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then so he like is like it's a love triangle thing where like the boss likes her, she doesn't like him. And then the guy that she loves is like getting drafted and leaving. So like really her only option ends up being the boss.
Yeah.
And he takes care of her, but he's like a shitty human being. So, okay, hear me out.
Okay.
So things get worse. Her mom dies. She starts living with her boss, and he's like using this like power over her to like ruin her life and like use her for sex.
He's Me Tooing her.
Yeah, and he's like actually raping her when she like doesn't want to and whatever. And he like gets drunk just like their mom. Reminds her she's like having flashbacks. He's like holding her down in the kitchen and like having sex with her against her will. And then she's like, fuck it. And she like picks up a gun and she kills him.
Yeah. Okay.
And then like she's like looking at her hand, noticing like blood's all over. She looks at the gun and she realizes she's just shot a man and killed him. And she like puts the gun in her pocket and then just leaves. You see her get into like a spacecraft and leave the planet.
Okay.
And then she goes to where her brother's stationed.
Okay.
And she's like going to show up and like find her brother.
Yeah.
And then...
But then she learns he's gone. He went AWOL.
Yeah, she finds the email on his computer.
Yeah.
The follow the white worm email. And she's like, what? So he was following somebody. And then like the CO, the commanding officer of the unit's like, I've got 3 AWOL. We don't know where the fuck they've been. It's been 2 days, and we have to assume that they're dead. She's like, no, he's not dead. I know what he's doing. He's looking for our dad. Yeah. It makes total sense.
She's like a low-grade psychic. Like
Yeah. She's a low-grade psychic.
I can feel him alive.
Yeah, I can feel it. I can feel his psychic energy. It's latent, but it's here. And then they're like, okay, well, she convinces the CEO, and he's like, all right, men, we've got 3 AWOL soldiers, like probably under duress at the moment. We're gonna go in and we're gonna get them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they go to the cave and they're all lined up, and like the girl gives like a big speech. She's not even dressed like a military person, but she's wildly charismatic.
Yeah.
And she like gives a speech about how they're gonna go in there and save everybody's lives. And the CEO is like, oh my God, she fucking rules. And she's like a girl boss, and she's got like a giant fucking rifle now and everything. And then the platoon walks into the cave. Then the movie cuts to black.
I would love that.
Yeah,
I love that. I would love that. The idea that you have a very like compelling and mysterious movie, and then you never answer.
You never get
question.
you never get the resolution, and then 20 years later it goes and they don't make a 4th movie.
Yes,
and then a company that doesn't have anything to do with this series buys the license, and then they make like a shitty straight to DVD.
Yes,
like answer like an Aliens 4. What was that? The Aliens 3 was like normal, and then Aliens 4 was like Resurrection.
Alien Resurrection 3 was the bad one where like they had
Aliens 3 rules. We watched it together, remember? And you liked it. You were like, this isn't as bad as I remember. It's the one where they're in the prison.
Wait, was that?
Yeah, and then 4 is the one.
3 the one where she had the baby alien?
No, that's 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's the one that was like, okay, fucking, she's like an alien queen in the 4th one.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then they make like a movie like that like tries to tie up everything, and it just falls completely flat. The everybody hates it. It sucks, and the production company goes out of business. Like another 5 years later, and then Warner Brothers has bought the rights, and they're like, we're making a new version. They're making we realized the last one didn't do that good. We're making another
Bugs versus Tremors.
Yeah, it'd be a Suicide Squad 2 is what it would be. We're remaking Suicide Squad, and we're going to make it better. And then everybody's like, okay, well, I guess I'll give them a shot. And then that one ends up being good.
I like to imagine that they do the first movie again, and they cut the exact same place.
Oh yeah. They restart it. Warner Brothers buys the rights, and then they restart it as a reboot, but it's worse. And they cut out a lot of the symbolism and stuff, and then everybody's fucking mad. Yeah. I see where you're going. And
did you see that they rejected Paramount's offer officially? And
did they?
They're going with the Netflix deal.
So Warner Brothers is now going to be owned by Netflix.
Yes.
So that means Netflix will now own Looney Tunes.
Yep.
And they will own...
They own the DC Comics.
Yeah, they own DC Comics. Do they own Dark Horse? Does Warner
Yeah,
Bros. Own Dark
that's
Horse?
DC. That's DC.
Okay, so...
That's who makes DC Comics.
Jesus.
Dark Horse, I believe.
Yeah, that's...
It's Dark Horse Comics. DC.
Yeah, Dark Horse. Oh, I see. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. So DC is a brand under Dark Horse.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, DC is Dark Horse.
Right. But like when you see the DC emblem on a book,
It's
it's
a
got
big
like
black horse.
No, it's the Captain America shield. Like the
That's Marvel.
what
That's
is it really?
That's the Marvel thing.
The Marvel logo is the
The Captain America shield. That's
really? I
Marvel.
thought DC had like a blue and white and red.
That's Superman.
Yeah. This one, yeah, it's blue and it's like stars and it's a circle. I guess it's
Oh.
not red, white, and blue.
Yeah, no, that's more like to me that looks like a Wonder Woman. But
Yeah. And then I guess Patrick put that up on screen.
But
and
look,
then
I'll show you like what they look like when they're doing the Dark Horse thing.
yeah, I know what it looks like for Dark Horse because Dark Horse did the Punisher, and
No,
that's
Marvel again.
Is it?
Yes.
Then what did Dark Horse make that I read? Berserk
Dark Horse.
or something?
No, Superman, Batman,
No,
Wonder
I mean-
Woman.
What did I read? Because I didn't read any of that shit. I never read any of that.
And then you didn't read Dark Horse.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Dark Horse Comics, it's got like the horse head. It's like a black horse.
Yeah.
I guess I've looked up books. Comics. What series? Because I've read Dark Horse series
I'm
before.
so mad at you right now.
Are you?
It's fucking DC.
No, it's like a manga or something. Because I don't read comic books. So like, I'm like, what did they do that I know like off the top?
40K maybe?
Hellboy? Did they do Hellboy?
They might have done Hellboy. I don't know if they did Hellboy.
I'll look up Dark Horse comics that aren't DC.
I don't know who owns Hellboy.
That aren't superheroes. Because I read a little bit of Hellboy.
Yeah, okay. Hellboy is Dark Horse.
Is it? Okay. Well, I read that. They did Sandman and they did Mouse.
Is Mouse the one from it's mice, but it's 1930s?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that's
a
a good
banned
one.
book now.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Like you can't have it in schools?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
I
mean,
wonder why.
I feel like 99% of that stuff, it's banned books because parents go nuts over it. Like for some reason they're okay with the N-word in Tom Sawyer, but when it comes to talking about Nazis, they don't want their kids to be learning about Nazis.
And also they're really okay with like the Bible talking about donkey dicks.
Right, but they don't. I mean, those people don't read the Bible.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Those people aren't reading the Bible. They're just mad about stuff.
They're mad that they're being compared to the things that they're doing that's comparative to the things that happened in 1930.
I swear to God, 99% of banned books are like there's a sexual material. Like, and then they're like, my kids, I don't want my kids learning about sex outside of the home. I want to teach them about sex. I want to fuck my kids. You know, like that's what it really is.
Oh God, dude, parents who like secretly want to fuck their kids are so weird.
Well, you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to agree with you. You know, you know what? I think you might be onto something.
Yeah, point there.
Yeah, I think you might be onto something there. I don't want to like go too far and say like, oh well, you know,
you need to see both sides.
Yeah, you got to see.
issue.
Yeah, I got to see both sides of the argument. I got to at least. Dark Horse did Drifters. Yeah, they do a lot of manga. They did Mob Psycho.
Apparently,
they did Berserk. Yeah. Dark Horse published Berserk in America.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I was like, they do a lot of manga stuff. So yeah, I know they did Trigun. I
know they've done. I think they've done Star Wars before.
They did Berserk, Hellsing, Blade of the Immortal, Trigun, and like just a lot of shit. If it's too dark for like people in the United States, they thought that like kids wouldn't like it. Dark Horse published it.
Yeah, Dark Horse is supposed to be a little more mature than like.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Because like they'll talk about topics like rape and drug abuse and racism and stuff like that.
Batman will do that. Batman will have.
I mean, like a lot of their like Green Arrow comics and like Green Lantern comics often also like go into like drug abuse.
No, I mean he's black.
Like racism.
Yeah,
and stuff
Green
like
Lantern. It makes sense. He's a black guy.
I fucking love old Green Arrow because he's just a Marxist. Like there's a strip where like he's giving Das Kapital to like the Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern, and he's like, read this, cop.
God damn it. He's
Read
like a
this,
fucking,
you space cop.
He's there's a reason he's the most like annoying character in all of
I love
DC.
Green Lantern.
Green Lantern.
Or not Green Lantern.
Yeah,
Green
Arrow. I love Green Lantern. Green
like
Arrow is fucking annoying.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is, dude. He sucks. He's the same thing as like who's the Marvel Hawkeye? Like I hate Hawkeye. I hate
You
Green
just don't
Arrow.
like that they use bows. You're just like, ooh, they
and
wouldn't
they look
survive.
like dude. The fucking Green Arrow in the DC
Green Arrow looks
show.
like Robin Hood.
I know he looks like a. If I dress
you
like,
should like that. You are.
Oh, I want to be him. There's a difference. I can dress like that. I can wear the leggings and go down the street and then get raped by Eric and his Nazi friends.
Yeah.
But personally, I'm not into that. When I look at that guy and he's wearing the fucking Zorro mask, I'm like, look, that guy looks gay. He looks like an idiot. Green Lantern, on the other hand, as long as I want to fuck Green Lantern.
That guy's all
and not
right.
the black one, but all the other ones. I like all the other Green Lanterns. They're they're beautiful. Like in a traditional sense.
Why when you want to fuck Stewart?
Yeah, it's not, traditionally he's not beautiful. You know what I mean?
No.
Like older civilizations, like maybe the Romans or like, I don't know, like, golden age civilizations.
I don't like do people bring up the Romans about purity? Because as far as I know about Romans, they'd fuck anything. As long as they were the one fucking, they would fuck anything.
Yeah. And I mean, some of them were like, I'm fine with getting fucked by a black guy,
Yeah,
because it's one of those things where like black people could be Romans, but they wouldn't be Romans in their first generation. Like you'll be slaves, but your children will be Romans.
Is that how it worked?
Yeah, that was the famous saying in Rome at the time. Was
I don't know. There's a lot of time in Rome. I don't
know.
know if the word,
but
at
that
the
is a
time
famous.
works.
That's true. It's 1,000 years.
It's 2,000 years.
At one point, there was a famous quote in Rome where they took in a lot of slaves from another nation. They enslaved another nation. They brought them back to Rome. And then the way they capitulated with the Romans about their own slavery was the Romans told them, you will be slaves, but your children will be Romans.
Yeah.
And that kept the slaves from revolting.
There was a lot of slave revolts in Roman history.
It kept them, it basically kept their country together. And then fucking Caligula showed up.
Would you join a slave revolt? Like if a slave revolt was coming through, would you have joined it?
I think we talked about this on the last episode. I mean, like, you guys are out in the field. I'm in the house.
Yeah,
you
would definitely not. You'd be like, no, this is going to pass. I'm still going to have my cushy house job.
This will be over. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
They're not going to hurt Master. It'll be okay. If I can't hurt Master, they can't hurt him.
Yeah,
and I'm the one that's the closest to him.
I shave his neck.
I shave his neck. If anybody wanted to kill him, I'd have the right.
This whole time you're down in like the slave meetings. We're just like, he's a slave, so we'll let him in.
Like, right. I'm like uncle. I'm like Uncle Ruckus.
But we're like, hey man, you cut, you shave his neck, just
yeah.
And you're like, no, he's not that bad. He's not that bad.
Why would I ever want to hurt a damn master?
You're like,
Master loves me.
He could be like the master down the street.
Yeah.
He could be like Matt. Who's the fucking Facebook guy?
Which one?
The guy who owns Facebook.
Oh, almost said Neil Druckmann. God, I can see his face, but I don't remember his fucking name. Zuckerberg. Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg.
He could be Zuckerberg down the street.
Yeah.
That'd be you.
Yeah.
In the meetings.
And you guys would be like going on protest, and I'd be throwing bricks at you. I've been throwing bricks at y'all slave asses for 30 years.
Yeah. We need Django to come like fucking shoot you.
Yeah, exactly. What does he say? We gonna kill you, Django. What does he say? Like, I don't remember the Samuel L. Jackson.
I just remember him threatening to cut off his balls.
Yeah. We're gonna cut off your balls. Yeah. I mean,
like make him go work in a mine.
Would you now? Let me ask you this: if a slave revolt was happening and you had already lost your balls to an earlier revolt, would you revolt again?
Well, like, what do I have to lose at this point?
Not being in the house, I guess, because like once they cut off your balls, you're probably going to be able to be a house wigger.
Okay, all right. You're a slave, but
right.
And you either get the choice of keeping your balls and being in the
working
field.
In the field.
No, keeping your balls and being in the field, or you have to lose your balls, but you get to do the easiest work in the house.
No, I'll keep my balls and work in the field. I'll be all right.
Yeah.
Like there's some capacity of like losing that testosterone that I wouldn't want to get because like I would get fat and flubby. That is legitimately the reason that comes to my mind. I'm like, well, I mean, losing my balls would get rid of my like sexual urges, which could be beneficial.
Sure.
And then I would also get fat. And I don't want to be fat.
All right, here's another thing that you got to think about.
Yeah.
Back in those days.
Can they just cut off one of my balls?
Do you think... no, it's both or you don't get the easy work.
What do I get? If I cut off one ball, do I get to come in the house sometimes?
Yeah, like every third month you get to come into the house.
I'm trying to bargain with them while they've got me hung upside down. Yeah, I'm like, look, how about we just, you get rid of one of them and I'll come in the house sometimes.
Can I get fake balls?
Yeah.
In that time, do you think like it was like winning the lottery if you were one of the slaves that had to do like super hard work, but like the wife of the master like was like
got to fuck you?
Well, like yeah. But okay, is that like a good? Like, obviously, it's probably a bad thing in reality, right?
Right.
But at the time when you're there, do you consider it like winning the lottery?
Okay, let me add no, but I think there's a change to this that could be better.
Okay.
All right, so let's say you are a slave and you fall in love with another slave, but the master also is in love with that slave and wants to fuck her. And so he does all the time.
Yeah.
But she doesn't really want it. And then do you risk fucking her now and letting the master find out that you are also fucking her on the side?
That's a classic scenario.
Yeah, that's what happens in Vinland Saga. And he comes out and he like beats the woman with a stick. That's
kind of what happened to the dude in the Bible with the colorful coat.
Yeah. The guy that went into the lion's den.
Yeah.
Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Did he go? No, that wasn't him that went in the lion's
den.
den.
It was, his brothers threw him into a lion pit. And then he prayed to God and then the lions didn't hurt him. Which also says to me...
that was somebody else.
Why were there lions in the Middle East? Are there lions in the Middle East?
There used to be lions in Europe.
Really?
Yeah. But they went extinct.
Yeah, no shit, I guess. They're not there anymore. I just can't imagine. Also, it's not Europe. I mean, they're in the Middle East. They're in Jerusalem.
I know where they were, but I'm saying the fact that there were lions in Europe means that there were probably lions in the Middle East.
I guess cats
are very successful as a species.
Right, lions exist in the Sahara, so I guess being in the desert in the Middle East isn't that far from reality. It'd be okay, well, they can be out there in the desert.
Yeah,
in the desert.
Cats are wildly successful as far as a species goes.
Yeah, I mean that's why they adapt well. They're like dogs. They adapt really well to whatever situation they're in.
I wouldn't say that about dogs, just only because dogs haven't been around long enough for me to be like, yeah, they're very adaptable.
Well, wolves, canines. Canines adapt really well.
Okay, yeah.
Because when you say cats, you mean felines.
You're right.
Yeah, and I mean canines. I think both of those families adapt really well. They did a lot better than they're pretty much only outclassed by fish. Fish adapt insanely well.
Yeah, but fish isn't really a species or a terminology. Fish is a culinary term.
Yeah. I don't know if is there an overarching label for fish because it's Animalia obviously, and then you get down to something else.
I don't think I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm gonna look that up.
Because people always bring that up, but fish, fish isn't a thing as far as I'm aware. Much like vegetable, it's just a culinary term.
Right. They believe all fish belong to the phylum Chordata.
All right. So, no longer we just say fish. No wonder.
What
is up with that? Can we, as a species, go back through and, come up with easier ways to say scientific stuff?
No, fuck that. Go back and just go back to Latin. Drop English altogether and then just go back to... If we're already going to use this shit for, stuff that matters and that's hard to do... Just teach me Latin, dude. What are you doing? Why am I learning English if I could be out there being a fucking marine biologist if I was just Latin?
Well, it's a dead language, isn't it? And that's why that's why it's useful. If it was used, it wouldn't be a dead language. It would change, and then it wouldn't be so useful anymore.
Yeah. It's useful because you can get a scientist from anywhere in the world, and they understand Latin.
Right.
All of them speak Latin.
I guess what I don't know. Let's get another dead language that's easier to pronounce. Is all I'm saying. Can we just make up an easier to pronounce dead language? We got all these autistic people making up languages, and we can't get one to make up an easy dead one.
So you want to use Esperanto? You want to use why don't we just get the Korean one? Korean language was made up by a guy.
It's not dead. That's the problem.
I mean, give it a couple of years. I mean, they're on the decline.
They're not having babies.
They're not having babies. They got 50 years max. Just go ahead and swap over to that.
So, you know how the U.S. apparently is really divided between men and women on left versus right type stuff, right?
Yeah.
Apparently Korea is even, and I had found this hard to believe, but from the stats I looked at, Korea is even more divided than we are.
Yes, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that.
10 years ago or
something.
To
the point where I've seen several videos of Korean women doing this thing called the 4B movement.
Yes.
Where they're just like, we're not getting married, we're not having kids, we're not fucking until your asses learn to be progressive.
Yeah.
Fuck you and your bloodline.
Yes, that's correct. And then there's an additional thing about 10 years ago where there was a all-female cult that became very politically powerful in Korea, and the leader of that cult almost got elected prime minister. That's how powerful they were.
Wow.
And they were a all-female anti-male cult, and they believed that like women were superior to men and that kind of shit, and like women are smarter than men. We're more emotionally smarter. We give birth to children. Like women just have more over men and can do more than they can.
Did you see a new study came out? And I haven't really looked into it. I've just been listening to people talk about it, where they've done doing studies, and actually it's male sperm that starts losing viability a lot faster than female eggs.
God damn.
Or
what? Yeah. No, you mean female sperm. Like when you ejaculate, the female sperm lives longer than the male sperm does. Because female eggs doesn't make any damn sense.
No. What I mean, like, I'm talking about like as far as like having a child and like problems and like complications that can arise. It's male sperm that causes that stuff depending on the age of it. So like you know how like they say women like at 30, 40, whatever, having a kid, that it could cause like like autism and stuff.
Yeah.
They've done some research on it, and it's not women, it's men, like men's sperm that apparently is doing that.
That doesn't make any sense.
Like I said, I haven't looked into the research. I've just been seeing people starting to talk about it.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, because we can literally take eggs out of women and then do genetic testing on them and tell if they're like non-viable.
Well, apparently like it hasn't been being studied because we've been doing studying women. They're just now starting to look into it, and it's a new thing that's popping up.
I mean, I could see both of them being like non-viable. Like
like humans age and you become less viable.
Basically,
that makes sense.
I could see like your sperm count. Your sperm count goes down when you're older. Also, I could see your sperm quality also going down.
I saw a microscoped
when it comes to cum, is it quantity over quality, or what are we talking here?
What are you talking about?
Like, it's quantity over quality, right? There's a shit ton of sperm in the ejaculate.
It's like 2 or 3 million sperm per.
Yeah. So we're like, that tells me that like most of them are going to be dog shit, So that makes sense. A lot of them are going to be bad. You're throwing 3 million of those things out of you at any given time, True. 3 times a day by yourself with your hand in your bedroom.
I mean, and like think about it, like
sometimes in the bathroom if you don't want to.
If you're like a kid to man masturbating, like. You've got to I don't think you
want to refer to it a kid to man masturbating. If you're a little kid and you're jacking off a grown adult man, then
English is a made up language.
Yeah.
From child age to man age.
Yes.
If you're
to mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
Yeah.
If you're masturbating, you've got to be using up a lot of good sperm,
absolutely. Right? Like, I mean, we have a problem in America where so many men started masturbating so early that now they can't go to sleep without doing it.
Oof, that's really is that a real thing?
That's a huge thing. Huh. Yeah, that's a thing that affects like 1 out of every 5 men or something. Where it's like that you just got addicted to that serotonin and dopamine high and the calming sensation.
Right before you go to sleep?
Yeah, right before you get to sleep, because the only time you had any place to masturbate as a kid was like in your bed by yourself.
Yeah.
So you get used to doing that and then falling asleep.
Something else I saw that like it was apparently like one of the ways porn addiction can like affect your sex life is that.
Don't quote me on that, by the way. I don't remember what like the 1 in 5 was. I just remember it was a lot.
Yeah. Is that like masturbating, especially like if you masturbate like laying down or sitting or whatever, it gets you into a very sedentary mindset when you're
sedentary.
So it can like cause trouble when trying to orgasm.
Okay.
Just because you're not like when you're having sex, you're obviously doing a lot of movement.
Right. So you've run into this recently, is what you're saying. Like this is an issue.
I have noticed if I don't masturbate, it's a lot easier to come while having sex. Yes,
true. Absolutely. The Family Guy had that joke of like, I'll rub the easy one out.
Yeah,
rub the easy one out in the car.
Who was the comedian? I can't remember fucking his name now.
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams also had a joke where he was like, "Yeah, if you're gonna go have sex, masturbate first. Get that because he'll sneak up. That little bitch will sneak up on you."
Yeah, well, he was saying like,
and it's
you
true.
Come too early.
It will sneak up on you if you're not expecting it.
Yeah, he said like, he was like, eat that bitch out and like jack off first, because if you do the alternate, you're still gonna end up down there. You're just gonna be tugging on your shit, like just like praying that it comes back. And I was like, yeah, true. That's pretty much exactly how it works out. I think that the internet probably had a lot to do with that too. Like, like people used to jack off in a field with their sheep and shit. And now people jack off sitting down in front of their computer.
Yeah.
And that's how like
or like they'd have to like, I don't know, go in the woods with their Playboy magazine.
And that's why like people like so much, like there's so much porn of like people like just playing on the computer and a woman being below them, jacking them off or like blowing them. It's because like that is the spot where men are like, I can only come here. So then sitting in my gaming chair playing CSGO.
Yeah. Hey, have you ever had like places, like do you have like fetish places?
No, but I fucked in a lot of places that I shouldn't.
Okay, that's fair. The new thing I want to do is like fuck on a balcony.
Fucking on a balcony is cold.
That makes sense.
It sounds way more better in your head.
Well, I think like having the skyline.
Yeah. I mean that's fine.
And it doesn't have to be the balcony. It just needs to be like a high place.
Okay. Yeah.
Where, like, I can see like a view.
Okay. I've done like a second story railing before.
Okay.
And that was okay. I've done an elevator. I've done like the back of an 18-wheeler. I did an old house with no AC on.
Hotel sex is fun in that dirty way.
Yeah, because you're hiring a prostitute.
No.
Yes.
I mean, like you're in a room where you're like, yeah.
I don't understand why you. I mean, like every time I've had sex at a hotel.
Well, I just get with Eric. I don't have to pay.
Oh yeah, his drug dealer owns that hotel.
Well, Eric pays for me.
Well, I mean, Eric pays for both of you. You don't have to like say Eric pays for you. I mean, he's getting something out of this too. Well, so, I mean, like,
I didn't make him pay for any of that.
I guess that's true. You're easy.
Yeah.
I would describe you as easy.
Well, that's not fair. I mean, I just like to share what I have.
I mean, me too. I like to share what I have, but I mean, most of that is just.
Well, I don't exploit, the wages that someone makes just to share.
Yeah, I mean, like you like to share what you have, and you give out the Communist
New
Manifesto.
New show idea. 2 prostitutes, wildly different ideologies.
Like a chud and God, what's the opposite of chud? I guess Chad and chud is the opposite, but like you find like an extremist liberal communist like prostitute and then like
an extremist
fascist.
Liberal communist is a fucking what?
Yeah. Opposite. Yeah, you find an extremist communist like prostitute and then like an extremist Nazi prostitute. An imperialist. An imperialist.
It would
prostitute.
just be a prostitute who believes in like selling for capitalism and like gaining a profit, and then I guess a communist prostitute who was like, no, you can just do it for free.
Yeah,
fine.
you give out.
They feed me and whatever.
I was gonna say I give out pussy for free.
They give me a place to stay. They feed me, whatever.
And then the woman's like, yeah, well, we have a thing in our Constitution about that. We're like, you can't. Yeah, you're not supposed to room and board.
And then she's like, that Constitution was made by slavers.
Yeah, one of them's got to be black and one of them's got to be white. Too, so they really hate each other. And one of them is extreme.
No, one's black, one's redheaded.
Oh my God! Yeah, like extremely pasty with like freckles and shit.
Because I think that's a fun dynamic because usually you'll see like redheads get like in Hollywood for whatever reason, redhead meant black for some reason. So like you'll see a lot of race swaps with redheaded characters specifically,
and
to
then
African American.
And then one of them like only does anal. And then, like that's all she does. But the redheaded one.
I was gonna say no, it's a mystery. Like both insinuate it, but like only one actually does.
Okay,
it.
Yeah. You don't know which one it is, and that's like kind of okay. So the reason you're watching this is not only for the political commentary,
but to find out which one does anal.
There's every week there's a question that the audience gets to guess on when they listen to it. And then when the next episode comes out, they give the answer out.
Ooh, okay.
And it's like, were you right or were you wrong?
You want something crazy?
80% of people thought that Lily was the one that preferred anal, and then they were, and then they were wrong.
This reminds me of a fucking show on Cyberpunk 2077 where it's like Watson whore. Watch on Monday nights. Yeah, in their universe, there's this show. A reality TV show called The Watson Whore or whatever. Like
Sherlock Watson? Is it like a
it's
like a prostitute hanging out with a meth head?
There's a district called Watson.
Oh, okay.
And it's a whore in Watson, the Watson whore.
There's a real life woman who is on Instagram that she's a people don't know this like when she shows up, but she's a character actress that is famous for playing a prostitute in New York.
Okay.
And she has a character that she does where she dresses like a sloppy, like methed out prostitute.
Yeah.
With like one like her shirt like hanging off and like half of her nipple showing and stuff.
Of course.
Hair all fucked up. and she's like filming herself and like yelling and stuff, and she shows up at Republican rallies and she's like, oh, I fucked him, I know that one, like, you know, she's just like fucking with the people. And she went to the what was the guy that ran against Zoran Mamdani?
Eric Adams.
She went to like his like party thing and then like hung out outside the whole time. And was funny. Like telling everybody at the door that she fucked Eric Adams and she wants to go inside, and like he's expecting her and he already paid, like all this shit. And it's like, it's funny as shit, dude. I love that. And she's just like this extremely well put together woman, but she is so good at playing like a methed out hooker. She's so good at it. It's insane. I've never seen somebody do like, I guess like she's like Christian Bale level good at acting. I watched that new movie too, where he plays John McCain. And
okay.
The movie wasn't good. It was just interesting to watch him play John McCain and be fat, I guess. There wasn't like really anything else to it. I've been trying to like catch up on movies and watch a few movies.
We watched the Avatar 3 Fire and Ash.
Oh, yeah? I haven't seen any of them.
Did I tell you anything about it?
No.
It gets freaky.
Oh, so it's fire and ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, actually.
Yeah. Okay, hell
so,
yeah.
like, check this out. There's a scene. I'm just going to spoil it for you. There's a scene where the main military bad guy from the first movie is in one of the Avatar bodies now.
Yeah.
And he goes to this tribe that was that just killed a bunch of, like, air nomads a scene ago. And
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, they, like,
See what?
Nomads, what?
No, the second. The nomads, the sea what? Patrick, play that back.
Air nomads scene ago. No, I'm just confused now.
Play it very slowly.
Scene ago. Nomads?
No, that is not what you said. You said sea-nig.
I did not.
You did.
Oh, okay,
you did. And
oops.
I was like, what?
Oops,
I thought it was legitimately like their actual name. You said Senego. And I was like, is that their real, like, is that their name or something?
I don't think I said
You
that.
did. Patrick,
Okay,
play it back.
If I did.
100% you were like the air nomads, the Senego. And I was like, what? The Senego. I've been throwing bricks at their ass for 30 years.
Yeah. Anyways, he falls in love. Basically, he goes in the tent trying to negotiate a peace deal to work with the humans. And like she gets him.
My brain to me is like nig what? Yeah.
she gets him high by giving him drugs up his nose.
Okay.
And then they fuck.
They rape him?
No.
They get, well, I mean, like if you get a dude high.
He looks at her and he's like, I know what you're looking for. You're not looking for people to submit to you. You're looking for an equal.
Really, dude?
Yeah, and that works. He like rizzes her up and like they bang and all that kind of stuff.
They get high and have sex.
And he goes native, dude. That dude from the first movie who was like, I can't believe you went and got Navini.
Wait, the crew crop guy that was in like the mech in the first movie?
He goes native.
The only thing I know about that movie is that guy. That he's just like a humanity.
In the third, now he's back in the third movie as one of the Avatar people. Is Navani, I think is what they're called.
I don't know. Senego is what I thought they were called. But yeah. So answer me this. You've seen all the movies now, right?
No, I haven't seen the second one.
Okay. From what you've seen of the third one and the first one, is there like an overarching story arc for characters? Are we watching
yes.
Okay. Because that's kind of interesting. We don't have a show like that.
Check
or a
out
movie.
this.
Is it Breaking Bad in movie form?
No, because it's not that good.
Oh, okay.
No, because like it has some interesting themes and like interesting things that the story does.
I mean, it's
just
box
that the
office
overarching
completely.
Story. It's just that the characters aren't that good. It's like Sully. You don't like Sully because he's a bad dad, and like he just reminds you of your dad, honestly. And then like you don't like his wife because she gets like really racist, and then.
Is the appeal of this thing that...
But, like, their character stories are pretty... I don't know. Like, individually, they're all right. I don't think it's that good overall.
So you're familiar with, like, the Avatar furries or whatever? Like, the people who want to live in the Avatar world and they were depressed?
Yeah.
So do you think that those people is what's, like, making this movie money? Kind of like with Zootopia, where it was, like, furries?
Yes.
Like, they're appealing to a certain demographic?
Yeah, and I think the movie's good enough to, like, make some money and, like... in the because like there's a lot of detail in the movies, and like you can tell the work's been put in. It's just James Cameron's a messy director.
I'm amazed that James Cameron has so far made his millions by appealing to women with Titanic and then appealing to furries with Avatar.
Well,
like the man knows how to sell to a demographic, is what it is.
And that's true. He's just a messy director.
Yeah, he is.
Because I don't know what it is with these three movies, but like it feels like it's all over the place. Like this whole movie, I felt like I was watching three movies.
Well, it's a Hideo Kojima thing where he's like I
don't like it when he does it either.
Yeah, he needs the what do they call it on 4chan? They need the Tard Wrangler.
Yes,
because like he's the ideas guy, and then they need a guy to wrangle James Cameron.
Yeah, just like George Lucas.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, Christ. He's the ultimate of that.
He is the ultimate needs a Tard Wrangler.
Yeah, he's like
get him killed by towel heads.
No,
George, you can't call him
that's
that.
George, that's worse.
Okay, the sand people. We can get away with that.
Okay, all right. He fights.
He has to fight the U.S. government. No, you can't. You can't call him the U.S. government. The evil empire.
The evil empire.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
yeah.
And they're going to be defeated by the Viet Cong. We can't.
Yeah, I can't do that, George.
Do it. The rebel group.
Okay. They're mad. They're wizards. The wizard Viet Cong.
They used to be KKK. No, George, the
Christ.
Space wizards.
Yeah, I looked up recently, and I think you'll find this fascinating that. So the data is conflicting because in America, none of the data is obviously going to be something that everybody's going to agree on, and all. Yeah. And this is done by multiple media companies. But approval ratings for presidents, right?
Yeah.
So far in recent history that I've found, there are only 3 presidents who had a higher approval rating than when they became president. Who do you think they are?
George Bush,
senior or junior?
Junior.
Okay.
I'm gonna say. Are these only modern, or is it any president?
Yeah, in the last 70 years.
Okay.
Since 1950, basically.
I'm gonna say George Bush Jr. Gosh. I know Trump's gonna be one of them, just because that's just and then I want to say Clinton. I'm stuck between Clinton and Jimmy.
I'm amazed how close you got. It was actually Reagan, Clinton, and George W. Bush Jr.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Okay.
So and Trump, I said, these figures are not. They're debated by different media groups,
right.
But the ones that are agreed on is Clinton, Reagan, and then Bush Jr. And I was like, that's why conservatives like Reagan so much.
Yes.
Like he must have done really well as a president because his numbers went through the roof.
And I'm always confused by that because like I'll watch people talk about his presidency and it's terrible.
Yeah, but he had
awful.
He had some good policies that reached both sides of the aisles, like the wet foot, dry foot laws.
Yeah.
Liberals really like that.
He was big on like birthright citizenship.
Yeah, he was big on if you come into America, you can be an American.
I know he was really famous for like getting tear down this wall.
Right. The weird thing for me is Clinton. Because you look at his presidency, it's just trending down like all presidents.
Right.
Then word gets out that he got a blowjob and just shoots through the roof. And I'm like, oh, what? What the fuck? Like his approval ratings went so high that they made him not be president
And that's
anymore.
how you know the whole patriarchy thing is real.
Yeah, of course. Like that there's oligarchs running the country because everybody liked the president being so badass that he got a blowjob in the Oval Office. Yeah, I mean, like, let's be real. If you're the president, would you if you're married, I understand not doing it. But if you're the president and you're not like a good guy because you're the president, you're not getting the presidency by being a great dude.
True.
That happened once with Jimmy Carter and never again. It'll never happen again. But
you know what makes me mad? We made Jimmy Carter sell his peanut farm, but we're letting Trump's media empire, and he's still a part of it, become joined with a bunch of stuff. Like, for example, their newest recent venture is they're trying to go into nuclear, basically.
Like crypto stuff.
Nuclear energy, crypto stuff.
Yeah.
Like, literally the guitars and watches and phones and any goddamn thing else you can commodify.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of am amazed that because there's no fighting that. You'll just lose. Yeah. Like, you will just lose against Trump. He has such a, strong fan base, which Jimmy Carter didn't have. Jimmy Carter was just a peanut farmer. He didn't have a strong fan base. He in reality, from what I can tell from talking to my parents and talking to adults about Jimmy Carter became president because the alternative guy who ran for president opposite Jimmy Carter was way worse than Jimmy Carter. He was like a milquetoast nothing of a man that nobody voted for him whatsoever because he was just extremely disliked. He was like Jeb Bush, like he did that one weird scream and then his like ratings went through the ground and he didn't get any votes.
Check out this headline. I know you said, I think we're soon.
Yeah, we got about another 60 seconds.
Okay, yeah, check out this headline. Researchers extract up to 96% of Harry Potter word for word from leading AI models.
So what you're telling me is like if you wanted to read Harry Potter, you'd be like, give me the first 10 pages of Harry Potter.
If we went to the bedroom and like get on your computer and like started like...
I mean, there's a computer right here.
Oh yeah, if we started pulling up AI, would it start reading us Harry Potter if we asked?
I don't think so. I doubt it, right? Like, I mean, like it's probably in the model, but it also knows it can't use copyrighted material. I'll ask it right now on my phone and see like,
what's her name that wrote Harry Potter?
George R.R. Martin.
No. J.K. Lewis?
Tolkien.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No. J.K. Lewis.
J.K. Lewis. Yeah, that's them.
No, you.
Yeah, that's the
J.K. J.W.
Who wrote Harry Potter, Will? Keep going. Come on, you can do this. I believe in you.
I know it's some bitch.
I know it was a woman, all right?
It's not that it was a woman. She is a bitch. J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, there you go.
That's it. That's the one. That's the bitch.
God damn, you're so good. We've got to get into like asking you to like describe full movies again. Your way of like describing things.
Ask me to describe in a couple of weeks. Ask me to re-describe like the full Avatar.
The
3
Avatar
movie
3 movie. Yeah, that'd be great.
Because I wasn't that into it, so I didn't pay attention that much.
Yeah, I 100% believe you.
So
I'm gonna ask just so we can find out. What?
But do you think she's like giving all these AI companies like she's like, yeah, no, use all of my work?
Yeah, I guess. I doubt it though. I don't think she's being like, yeah, you can have my books. I think that her books are out there on the internet pirated because I found this out very early on as a kid. When it came to pirating things, Harry Potter the book was one of the easiest things to pirate on the planet.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. You can get those books in PDF form to this day in like the highest quality scans. That is so famous that it is impossible to not have the easiest time just pirating it.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Have you ever watched any of the video essays that go back through Harry Potter and like they're like, yeah, it's weird that this got so fucking famous.
I mean, like, yes, because I felt that way as a kid. You read Harry Potter, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone did. Who didn't?
I didn't. When Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone came out, I was like 10 or so.
Yeah,
and my parents
got me. I'm not reading that shit. All the other kids read that shit.
No, I was a hipster as a kid. No, I mean, like, they gave me the book and I read like the first 10 pages and then they were like, do you not like it? And I was like, why do I want to read a book about a kid who lives below the stairs? And like, because like I didn't get far enough into the book to where like cool things happen.
Yeah.
I was just like,
it's too slow for you.
No, it was just sad. It was like I was like, people want to read this? It's about a kid who like lives under the stairs. His family's really mean, and he gets. And like I couldn't conceptualize that the book was going to change anything else because I had read a book called A Boy Called It, like at that age, which I shouldn't have. Yeah. But my mom owned it and I picked it up and I read it. And it was about a boy who was a real life story of a boy who lived in his garage and his parents didn't give him a name and they abused him. They treated him like a dog and they just fed him like once a day.
Oh. So you were already primed.
Yeah, they chained him to the wall.
So you're getting big Boy Named It vibes.
Right. And that boy grew up and wrote the book.
Ah.
And so I was getting that. I was like, wait, kids my age are reading this book about like what is effectively just abuse. And I was like, this is so sad. Why are people into this? And not until the movies came out was I like, oh, it's about wizards. I thought like in my head, looking at the front of the book, you've seen the old Sorcerer's Stone cover. It's just like Harry trying to catch the Quidditch or whatever.
Yeah.
And in my head, I was looking at it, I was like, this doesn't have anything to do with the book. It must just be like he like goes into his imagination and like tries to like cope. And I thought it was like this book about this kid who's going to try to cope with like horrible shit in his life by like receding into himself. And I was like, that's so sad. Like people's lives must be awful if this is what they want to read.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I would fuck J.K. Rowling though. If that's what, I mean, that's what you were asking, I think, right?
Hold on. I gotta get it. I'm not remembering what she looks like.
Sorry, I can't provide the first page of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone because it's a copyrighted book, and that's a location-based request. If you'd like, I can summarize the opening page, discuss its themes and tone, or help with an analysis of how it sets up the story.
Ask if he can give you a word-for-word sample of the first page of Harry Potter.
Sure. A word for...
And make sure you say sample so it's not breaking copyright.
Yeah, sample of the first page.
Do you think J.K. Rowling, like, you know, the downstairs matches the upstairs?
Oh, God, I hope not.
You think she's died?
No. I think so here's what I think when I see J.K. Rowling. She has the perfect face for that thing where they do in porn where like the guy's fucking her in the ass and he puts his feet on like her face.
Oh,
and, like holds her face to the ground. She has the perfect face size for that.
And you know what? I can see how the makeup is helping a lot.
Yeah.
That lighting is not. Look at this face. This lighting is terrible.
Yeah, I know. She's an ugly whore.
That is so bad.
Yeah,
no, I blame the photo on this one.
I blame
fucking the lighting.
I blame
is
the woman
awful.
and I blame her skin and how ugly and English she is.
Yeah,
I blame her.
Her skin is really bad.
I blame her English heritage.
Wait, she's blonde in this.
Yo,
she totally dyes her hair.
Patrick, put up a picture of J.K. Rowling with no hair. Thank you. Now, Patrick, put up one with her hair next to it. Let's see which one you people prefer. Anyways, that's the show, folks. Thank you for listening to AnythingCast. I'm Patrick.
She's gone from brunette to blonde. I'm Will. Support your local DSA.
Yeah, but like answer the question. Would you fuck J.K. Rowling?
No.
Okay.